All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a stream where I'm going to be doing an event in Final Fantasy 14. Actually, let me fix my HUD. I completely forgot to do that really fast. But in Final Fantasy 14, around January time, they have the Heavensturn Event. It's like a Happy New Year's event that is, well, Final Fantasy's New Year's. Usually this event is in Limsa Lominsa, over in the near the aft castle area. That's on the second floor. You basically go over to this area, and there will be some NPC that you talk to, and this kind of is like a short little event that gets you, well, awards. This year's award is armor. And you may be able to like talk to some other NPC that will sell you some other random stuff, like flowers or whatever. But I know you get this guy's armor. I'm not going to be reading this out loud, but I will be summarizing what the people are talking about. So when you talk to Usagi Bayo, he says that there's a person over in the corner, it's like right over here, with the dressers that I basically need to go talk to. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want to talk to him. Oh my god. But this person will tell you a fortune. He will give you letters, and that letter will tell you your fortune of the year. Oh my god. But yeah, so I'm going to be going over there and talking to this whoever person it is. He's from the Far East. The Far East is from the Shadowbringers area. So yeah, they traveled all over to the world. Ended up in Eorzea, over in Limsa Lominsa, and they are excited to tell me my fortune. He also happens to be a bunny guy. Everyone loves bunny guys. I didn't realize this, but he is near the Tempest Gate. I was doing research on some like the elementals, and I didn't realize that Tempest means wind. So this area is the Wind Gate. A fun little fun fact. So yeah, the Far Eastern. I don't even know how to pronounce this name. Umikuji. That's how I'm going to pronounce this guy's name, because I don't have a clue. But he's like, oh, good 18th friend, I have a fortune to tell you. And I'm like, yeah, what is it? He's like, first, before you can tell me, I need you to go round up some people. And I'm like, I don't want to round up people. But he's like, you must, if you want to see your fortune be told. So I'm like, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah. So ask me like, what does umikuji mean? I don't know what the heck umikuji means. But so, and Akadi, she would have no freaking clue what umikuji. She'd be like, umi what? But yeah, so this term umikuji, I may be completely pronouncing this wrong, but umikuji is a word used for fortune, at least the fortune for this guy. I guess there's like that little, whatever the hell this thing is, that you spin, and it gives you a little letter, and you find the number that goes into this door, and then you get your fortune, and you're all happy. Or are you? That's part of the quest line, is how happy you'll actually be in this quest, or how accurate these fortunes are. Fortunes are really interesting because in actuality, if someone reads your fortune, they're probably screwing with you, trying to steal your money and scare the shit out of you. Don't ever believe in fortunes unless that person is you. So the first person you have to go find 4 people. The first person is Ruswin. She's actually a lot in the event a lot. I want to say she's in the Heavensturn event a good bit, but she's an NPC that you will run across in A Realm Reborn pretty early on when you are going around Limsa Lominsa. She's a pretty strict pirate leader. I remember in the culinary event, you also deal with her. Ooh, who is this? Hi, Izzy ID. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, she's not really thinking that it's a good idea, but I think she's going to send her this little girl here to go check it out. That person's a culinary person, part of the culinary quest, and I think it's Heaven's Ward. It's either Heaven's Ward or Stormblood, but I'm pretty sure it's Heaven's Ward. It's a cute story. And then you go over to Maelstrom. For one, to let you know, I am wearing a Maelstrom uniform. Look at this freaking badass uniform. Actually, the skirt's not Maelstrom, but everything else is Maelstrom, and it's a very stylistic set of armor. I use it for my scholar, but I'm a huge Maelstrom person. This person would probably recognize me just because I have dealt with Maelstrom for well, they're my faction. When I do PvP, I'm a Maelstrom. Maelstroms are the best. If you don't think they're the best, I will kill you. Let me see if he says anything different with my character, Akadi. Blah blah blah. No, he does not. So sometimes when you have like a relationship with a character, and I did this with an alt character to see how this event actually went, but if you're unfamiliar with that person, if like my alt character who's newer is unfamiliar with the character, you'll sometimes get better dialogue if you are familiar with that character. Like you've seen them multiple times, you've had adventures or stories with them, and I think that's a really neat thing that they've added to the game. You know, changing dialogue once in a while. These two, one's they're just upcoming adventurers, basically. You know, a guy and a girl, Ellison. Oops. And they're gonna be more key to this adventure. And you lastly, this is another person that you meet in A Realm Reborn when you're doing the earlier quest of Limsa Lumensa. She's like a spy, if I'm correct. I mean, it's been a long time since I've done this. Oh, thanks. What's the time for you? My time is
sloppy.
Oh no, I'm not sloppy. It's actually up here. I don't know if you can see it. This is my actual time. 4:23 in the morning. I'm on Eastern time zone. Have you done this quest? It's a pretty lackluster quest overall. It's pretty much straight to the point. You get your quest items and you're done with this quest. You don't do anything really hard. Some of this event, you know, the storm stir, whatever. I'm sorry, the Heavensturn event. You have to like fight some boss, like a quick boss, but they don't do that in this particular event. Okay, so I collected all 4 of these NPCs, and each one will get their fortune told. And one of them, this person right here, gets great fortune, and she gets pretty excited. While this person right here, the male Ellison, he does not get a good fortune. He gets misfortune or something like that, and he gets really, really depressed. Like I said, don't follow these people. These people are crazy. Fortune people will just suck you down. You'll go into this dark abyss. You'll never come out, and it's really, really, really depressing. What game is this? Oh, this is Final Fantasy 14. It is a fantastic game. I mean, it is an MMO. If you're not into MMOs, you may not like it, but if you are interested in MMOs, especially good story MMOs, character driven, I highly recommend this game. This is an event, like one of the side events, and it's like really simple. It's like less than half an hour to do. Actually, this one is less than half an hour. It's really freaking fast. I was surprised. Some of them are around an hour, but anyways, this guy's pissed off because he is getting misfortune. He can't believe this. He is spiraling out of control, while the other one, the other Ellison female, is like, oh, great fortune. Oh man, I could take on the world. And she just goes off into the world and tries to attack the strongest thing, which is not a smart idea. And then someone else actually gets a fortune of like love, which that was the culinary character, and her character is it has a love quest. So that was actually a neat little callback to her character, I thought. I want my fortune told. You know, you have the option since you help this guy get these people to get their fortunes told. He gives you a free fortune. I have to go check up the box. I do play Genshin. Actually, I play that every Sunday. It's usually in the morning, like actually technically Monday at 2 Eastern time, AM. I play with another friend of mine, Horn Hero, who's an expert at Genshin. He's done like a lot of research, but we go through each day. Misfortune. I actually got a different thing than my alt character. I got like fair fortune. Okay, what the heck's misfortune? Thus shall experience misfortune. Heed these words of guidance, and thy luck may change. This moment that he knew he fucked up. No, I don't want to. And the One Piece is real. I freaking love that. That's a character from Better Call Saul. If you're unaware, if you have not seen that show, I recommend it. It's like my favorite show of all time, probably. But yeah, I love that. The One Piece. Okay, so adventure. The fortune beholdeth a disaster. Be as the light of the darkness to those around thee. What the hell does that even mean? That I'm gonna be a gloomy priest of. Okay, relationships. Thou shalt waver in the face of affection. You know, I have a wife in this game. Does that mean that she's gonna attack me and beat me up? Prosperity. Games have chance to do not favor, abide in patience. What? Conflict. Victory victory must not be rushed. Allow it to become in due course. I'm a very patient person, so I'm fine with that. Favor. To triumph over foes and ferocity in the lover's loyal bound, though must devise a what? I hate this misfortune. Burn. I heed thy words of depression. I haven't seen all the One Piece too long ago. I haven't seen One Piece at all. The person who spoke the One Piece is obviously not the person from One Piece. He's just from the Breaking Bad universe, the spinoff Better Call Saul. What the hell was my fortune all about? Because that was depressing as hell. I am going to pretend that didn't exist, and I'm going to burn it. Okay, so once you do this quest, you have to finish the quest. Usually there's 2 parts to the quest line. So if you do the second part of the quest, you get the armor. And this year is an actual Asian culture. It's the year of the bunny. And so you get bunny armor. Bunny armor. Freaking arrow bunny. It's interesting. I'm a person who gets everything, so I'm just going to get it and throw it into my closet and never see it again. What's your favorite anime and first anime? All right. My favorite anime is... It's torn. Battle Athletes. If you've ever heard of Battle Athletes, it's an older anime in the 90s. Trigun and Hunter x Hunter. That's like a shoujin. Hunter x Hunter is just fantastic. It's so freaking good. But like shorter animes, you know, Battle Athletes and Trigun. I heard they're making a new Trigun. I should keep going with this. My first anime is Guyver. Not MacGyver, but Guyver. It was a 6-part episode. The first half, 6-part episode. Later half, they've remade it into, I want to say it was 52 episodes. It was at least 24. I thought they made it was like it had a season 2 to it or whatever. But the original Guyver, really good. And then they made movies. One of the movies had Mark Hamill in it as the Guyver, which is crazy because I didn't know that was Mark Hamill when I watched it a long time ago. So when you do these events, sometimes they give you an action that you have to do and this guy's like really depressed because his fortune is misfortune. So I have to rally him up because no words will get through to him. You have to actually type in /rally, or you could have an emo. It's an emo. I just punch him in the face and he's like, yeah, you like this, right? And he's like, no, I'm still depressed. And I have to figure out how to make him happier. So they give you the next action, psych. And I spelled that wrong. Psych. And I get all excited and wire in my face and player. And this person's like, wow, I didn't realize that I was this depressed. I'm not going to be depressed anymore. My friend's in danger. And then goes and saves him. Imagine being depressed. I know. Imagine being depressed. That's depressing thinking about how depressed that can be. I don't like it. I'm a very happy person. I don't like being depressed. Anytime I see depression, I shoo it away. I'm just like, go away. It goes away. But no, yeah, seriously, this guy goes from like depressed to being like, wait, what? Okay, I cheer him up. I'm like, hey, you know, you should do this action because it's good for you. Yeah. So anyway, he goes from being like sad to like actually like taking in the words and getting out of depression and realizing that his misfortune may have been misguided. And then the friend that was really excited and ran into the world ran into some monsters and almost got killed. So this man will have to save her friend. That's a sweet little side story. And that's the thing about Final Fantasy 14. They have like these like good wholesome stories, whether it's short or long. The main story is like really freaking good. You know, I mean, it's like 300 hours. This story is like a half an hour or so. There's only so much you could do with this story. How long is this game? So there are, wait, how many expansions? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 expansions, right? Main game, A Realm Reborn. And that takes you probably, there's like 250 quests. Imagine each quest is 10 minutes, and it's not. Some of them are longer. It's a lot of time. This is going to be over 100 hours. Probably 150, 200 hours just to beat the first part of the game. And then you have the expansions. And imagine each expansion is about 100 hours. It's like 500 plus hours in this game to get the full grasp of this game. I need to get my mount. Yeah, that's good. What mount do I want? Let's get this mount. In this game, you could like pick a mount and fly on it. I mean, it takes some time to actually get that ability, but when you do, it's fairly convenient. And this is a mount from Dragon Hunter, Beast Hunter, whatever the hell that game is called. I can't remember at the moment. So I come to the area where I was supposed to save the person that was getting beat up, and these people actually took care of all the monsters and are happy that everyone's safe, no one's hurt, but he did damage his armor. One of his fortunes told him that he was going to damage his armor. The game is 2010. Came out 2010. Did really bad. I'm talking about really bad. And then they had to redo it, and they called it Realm Reborn. I think that came out in 2013 or 14. Get some glasses. Oh yeah, I always misread. It sucks. That's the thing about reading. It hurts your eyeballs. Sorry about that. But yeah, there's a cool little documentary on how like the game was, the life of the transition of this game, and how it was pretty much saved by one person, Yoshi P. He's like the director. And it wasn't like, I mean, obviously there was like the staff and all that, but like he was a huge part of why the game was saved from the original. It's like 1.0 stuff to 2.0, which is A Realm Reborn. All right. You go back to this guy, tell him what happened to the warriors that were fighting. You realize that they're all fine, but the guy's armor was damaged. This guy comes over and he's like, I have some cool armor. I could give him some armor. And you're like, oh, that's cool. And then he gives me armor too. And that is the end of this quest line. How long have I been playing this? How long has it been since you touched grass? I've been playing this game. How long has it been? 2016 maybe? I think it was 2016. So it's been quite a while. I actually technically bought the original game in 2010. I thought it was really terrible and I stopped playing it. So I don't count that. At the time I actually did play and like go through it hardcore was around 2016. We made an FC. The FC's been FC is like a guild in this game. But that's been around since that time. So we have a pretty old guild in this game, which is awesome. Has like 100+ people, I think, in it. And I'm one of the founders of this FC or guild. I am playing Genshin tomorrow. Yes, I am. I'll be playing that, like I said, around 2 a.m. Oh, it's basically this time tomorrow. I'll be playing it. So I always recommend people, once you get your event gear or whatever the hell the event stuff was. Wait, isn't there like something else you can get in this area? Oh, second. Let me see. Aha. Wait, that's nothing. I don't want to get this stuff. Oh, that's what I want. I want the banner. I'll get 2 of these. There's usually an NPC that gives you some supplies. You will usually want to get it. The person just gives you stuff for the house. But if you ever get armor, you want to go back to the inn. And in the inn, there's like a treasure chest that you can put all your event gear in. I say it's like infinite space in that thing. But it's only on selected items. And your event items is one of the selected items. And I always highly recommend that you do that. The armoire. So store. And you can always access this through your glamour stuff. But it just saves you some inventory space, especially since I have some bad inventory space. All right. Well, that I should have freaking put it on the other mode again. I hate this HUD. Okay, that's the better HUD. Anyways, that ends the Heavensturn event. And later on this week, I'm going to be doing, well, tomorrow I'm going to be doing Genshin Impact. I'm in Sumeru. And I'm going to be continuing that quest line. I just started it. I only like am 2 hours into that area. And then later on this week, The Last of Us comes out tomorrow. If you don't know, Last of Us is like a massive game. And HBO got the rights to make that. A 9-episode TV show. And it has Pedro Pascal, who plays Oberyn Martell on Game of Thrones, and Mando from Mandalorian, and the girl who was in Game of Thrones as Lady Mormont. She was like a little girl. But these 2 characters are starring in The Last of Us, and I'm going to be doing reviews on Wednesdays with Dancing Sean. Basically, just the show review. And then I'm going to be doing a review with Horn Hero, comparing the game to the show. Basically, the similarities, the differences, later on that day, on Wednesday. But those are like some big events. I know in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be having a birthday on the 24th. And me and my sister are going to be celebrating that. At least that is the goal. So this will be a packed month overall with the streaming of lots of movie stuff. Anyways, thank you for coming to the Heavensturn event. And you. Oh, and also Izzy, Heidi, thank you for coming. Yes. 24th of January. How long are you going to be streaming? I'm actually logging off. I only came in just to do this event. After I've been like trying to do the event every time. After this, event, I was just gonna log off. But I will be back tomorrow, and that will be probably a 2-hour stream minimum. That's how it usually is on Sundays. But, yeah, I do have a twin. Her name is Akadi. You ever seen Battle Athletes? I mean, be familiar with that name. But she usually is Anish. She doesn't speak. She is theoretically mute. But I could translate anything that people want from her. But yeah, that's the female version of basically me. You're a twin too? Oh, that's awesome. Yes, twins are amazing. Anyways, Izzy, you have a good night, okay? And hope to see you around, hopefully tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, May 4th. That's nice. That's awesome. Bye-bye.